Ever popped a piece of perfectly molded chocolate into your mouth and wondered, like, how on earth did they make this?
Mm.
Well, today's deep dive is about to satisfy that curiosity.
Yes.
We're stepping onto the factory floor into
Yeah.
the surprisingly complex world of chocolate molding operators.
And we've got a treasure trove of info to work with,
Okay.
thanks to RoleCatcher.
Oh, yeah, RoleCatcher.
They're all about career development, and
Right.
their insights into this profession are seriously
And
fascinating.
from what I've seen, it's so much more than just, loving chocolate.
Oh, absolutely. Think of it as a blend of art and engineering,
Okay.
where precision reigns supreme. We're talking about transforming liquid chocolate into those flawless shapes you find on store shelves.
Wow.
It's a symphony of machinery, temperature control, and a keen eye for detail.
Okay, you've definitely got my attention. Walk us through a typical day for a chocolate molding operator.
Sure.
What's really involved?
Picture this. A bustling factory floor, the air thick with the scent of cocoa. Our operator is the conductor of these amazing molding machines,
Okay.
ensuring a steady flow of chocolate and making sure everything runs like clockwork. And that's not as simple as it sounds.
Right.
They're monitoring viscosity, adjusting temperature settings,
Wow.
and constantly troubleshooting to prevent those dreaded production line jams.
Now that sounds like some serious pressure. One tiny error, and it's a chocolate meltdown. Right.
Exactly. Precision is key.
Yeah.
Even the smallest miscalculation can lead to wasted chocolate, lost time.
Oh, no.
And let's face it, nobody wants to be that person on the factory floor.
Definitely not.
But here's where it gets really cool.
Okay.
As operators gain experience, they develop a kind of sixth sense. They can tell just by the sound or even the smell if the chocolate is flowing correctly, if the temperature needs tweaking, if a jam is imminent.
Wow.
They become masters of their craft with an almost intuitive understanding of the process.
Wow. It's like they develop superhuman senses.
Yeah.
But it's not all smooth sailing and chocolate waterfalls, is it? What are some of the challenges that come with this job?
Well, like any manufacturing environment, it can be demanding.
Right.
We're talking noise, dust,
Yeah.
fluctuating temperatures. The materials they work with can be hazardous. So
Right.
safety is paramount.
Of course.
And then there's the physical aspect, long hours on your feet, repetitive motions, and often lifting heavy molds or bags of ingredients.
Yeah.
Stamina is a must-have.
It's definitely not a job for the faint of heart. It sounds like it takes a unique blend of technical skill, physical endurance, and a genuine passion for chocolate.
You hit the nail on the head.
Thank you.
It's a career path with a lot to offer, especially for those who thrive in a fast-paced environment and aren't afraid of a little hard work.
Speaking of career paths, let's dive into that a bit more.
Okay.
What does the journey from newbie to seasoned chocolate expert look like?
RoleCatcher breaks it down beautifully,
Yeah.
outlining clear stages of progression.
Wow.
You start as an apprentice,
Okay.
learning the ropes from experienced operators.
Right.
Think of it as chocolate boot camp, where
Okay.
you're getting hands-on with the equipment,
Right.
mastering those foundational skills.
So you're basically learning from the OGs of chocolate molding. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What are some of the essential skills you'd pick up during that apprenticeship?
It's all about precision and timing. Imagine learning to pour liquid chocolate into those intricate molds, making sure every nook and cranny is perfectly filled,
Right.
no air bubbles, no spills. They're also learning how to spot a potential jam before it even happens,
Wow.
how to fine-tune the machines for different chocolate types. It's a real crash course in the science and art of chocolate.
It's amazing how much expertise goes into something we usually just unwrap and enjoy.
I know, right?
RoleCatcher had those cool profiles from people at different career stages, right?
Yeah, they did.
What did they have to say about this entry-level experience?
One apprentice described it as feeling like a conductor,
Okay.
orchestrating the flow of chocolate with every adjustment of the machinery. They said the learning curve was steep,
Right.
but incredibly rewarding, especially when you see those perfectly formed chocolates coming out the other end.
Okay, I'm not going to lie, that sounds pretty satisfying.
It is.
So you've conquered the apprenticeship.
Right.
You're basically a chocolate ninja now.
Okay.
What's the next level up?
You're moving from apprentice to conductor, my friend.
Right.
Now you're a junior chocolate molding operator.
Okay.
And it's all about taking the training wheels off.
Right.
You're independently operating the machines,
Cool.
Making those critical on-the-fly adjustments,
Okay.
troubleshooting minor issues. You're not just following instructions anymore.
Right.
You're starting to think critically,
Yeah.
solve problems, and
Right.
really develop your chocolate intuition.
Sounds like where those superhuman senses you mentioned really come into play. What kind of insights did we get from the junior operator profile?
This is where things get really interesting. One junior operator talked about how they started recognizing different types of chocolate just by the sound it made flowing through the machines.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, a darker chocolate with its higher viscosity
Okay.
has a distinct audio signature
Wow.
compared to a milk chocolate.
Get out of here.
It's true.
Now I'm going to be listening closely to my chocolate bars, trying to decipher their secrets. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
All right, you've mastered the art of sonic chocolate identification.
Okay.
You're practically a chocolate wizard at this point.
Mm.
What does the view look like from the top of the chocolate mountain?
From chocolate wizard to chocolate maestro.
Ooh.
We're talking senior chocolate molding operator.
Okay.
The top of the game.
Right.
You're overseeing the entire molding process, from setup and calibration to troubleshooting and training new recruits.
What?
You're basically the Willy Wonka of your domain.
Right.
Responsible for ensuring those delicious treats are crafted to perfection.
Chocolate crown and everything. So what insights did we glean from the senior operator profile?
Sure.
Did they have any words of wisdom to share?
One thing that really stood out was the emphasis on leadership and mentorship.
Oh, cool.
They talked about the pride they took in passing on their knowledge to the next generation of chocolate artisans.
Right.
It's clear that this field really values experience
Yeah.
and the ability to nurture new talent.
Okay.
It's not just about mastering the technical skills.
Wow.
It's about becoming a guardian of chocolate-making tradition.
I love that. A guardian of chocolate making tradition. Now, that's something I can get behind. But, while we're talking about tradition, there's also a lot of innovation happening in the chocolate industry these days.
Absolutely. And that's something that's really important for aspiring chocolate molding operators to be aware of.
Okay.
The world of chocolate isn't limited to just milk or dark anymore. Right.
We're seeing incredible trends emerging.
Yeah.
And they're changing the game for everyone on the factory floor.
You're telling me, I feel like every time I go to the store,
Right.
there's a new bar with some
Yeah.
crazy flavor combination I have to try.
Exactly.
What are some of the biggest trends that jumped out from RoleCatcher's research?
One of the most significant is the rise of premium chocolate.
Okay.
Consumers are becoming more sophisticated in their tastes,
Right.
seeking out those unique, high-quality bars made with single-origin beans
Okay.
or infused with exotic flavors.
Okay. But what does single origin actually mean in the grand scheme of chocolate? I'll be honest, it's a term I hear thrown around a lot,
Right.
but I'm not entirely sure I understand it.
Great question.
Single origin, yeah?
Single origin means that cocoa beans used to make that chocolate come from a specific geographical region,
Okay.
often a single farm or cooperative.
Oh, wow.
It's like the difference between a generic table wine and
Yeah.
a fine vintage.
The terroir, the climate, the specific growing conditions all contribute to the flavor profile of the beans.
So instead of a blend of beans from different places,
Right.
you're getting the unique taste of a specific region.
Exactly.
That's fascinating. I could see why that would be a big deal for true chocolate connoisseurs. How does this trend toward premium chocolate impact the work of a chocolate molding operator?
It's a whole new ballgame.
Okay.
These high-quality chocolates often require different techniques
Right.
and more precise temperature control during the molding process.
Wow.
A single origin dark chocolate might have a different melting point
Okay.
or viscosity compared to a mass-produced milk chocolate blend.
Right.
So our operators need to be adaptable,
Right.
constantly honing their skills to work with these premium ingredients.
Wow.
It's less about mass production and more about meticulous craftsmanship.
So it's not just about keeping up with the latest flavor trends.
Right.
It's about understanding the nuances of these different chocolates
Exactly.
and how to handle them with care. I'm guessing that probably ties into another big trend we see in the food industry these days, ethical sourcing.
Yeah, for sure.
Ethical sourcing, sustainability, knowing where your food comes from.
Yeah.
It's definitely top of mind for a lot of people these days, myself included.
Absolutely. And the chocolate industry is no exception. Consumers are becoming more aware of the social and environmental impact of their chocolate cravings.
Yeah.
They want to know that the cocoa beans were grown sustainably, that farmers were treated fairly,
Right.
and that child labor wasn't used in the process.
It's a complex issue,
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's forcing the chocolate industry to take a good hard look in the mirror.
It definitely is, and for the better, I think. And this is where things get really interesting for chocolate molding operators.
Okay.
It's not just about understanding the technical aspects of the job anymore.
Yeah.
It's about having an awareness of the entire supply chain from bean to bar.
So how does that actually play out on the factory floor?
Huh?
Does ethical sourcing change the way a chocolate molding operator approaches their work?
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
For starters, they might be working with a wider variety of beans from different origins,
Right.
each with its own unique properties. This ties back to what we were saying about premium chocolate.
Yeah.
Those single origin bars often come from farms committed to sustainable practices.
Right. Right.
So our operator needs to be even more adaptable,
Okay.
more attuned to the subtle differences in the chocolate they're holding.
It's like they're becoming chocolate detectives, tracing the journey of those beans from the farm to the finished product.
Exactly.
I love it.
And that brings us to another fascinating aspect of this whole discussion.
Okay.
The future of chocolate molding.
Okay.
RoleCatcher touches on the rise of automation,
Right.
and it's something that's got everyone talking.
Yes, the robots are coming for our chocolate.
But seriously, how is automation changing the game in the chocolate industry? Yeah, it's a big question.
Yeah.
On one hand, we have these incredible advancements in robotics and AI.
Right.
Imagine a world where machines can handle those repetitive tasks with superhuman speed and precision,
Yeah.
molding thousands of chocolates per minute without breaking a sweat.
It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Chocolate factories run by robots, churning out endless streams of perfectly formed treats.
Yeah.
But where does that leave the human chocolate molding operators? Are they destined to become obsolete?
That's the million-dollar question, and I don't think there's a simple answer.
Yeah.
Some experts predict significant job displacement as automation takes over those more routine tasks,
Right.
but others see it as an opportunity for humans to step into more specialized roles.
So instead of being replaced by robots, humans will be working alongside them. That's an interesting thought. What might that collaboration look like?
Imagine this.
Yeah.
Robots handle the heavy lifting,
Yeah.
the repetitive molding, ensuring consistency and efficiency at a scale humans could never achieve.
Right.
But alongside them,
Okay.
you have skilled human operators, those chocolate maestros we talked about,
Right.
overseeing the entire process.
Right.
They're fine-tuning the machines,
Okay.
troubleshooting any glitches,
Right.
and most importantly, using their expertise to develop new flavors, experiment with new ingredients,
Right.
and push the boundaries of what chocolate can be.
So instead of being replaced, the role of the chocolate molding operator evolves.
Exactly.
They become more specialized,
Yes.
more focused on the creative and strategic aspects of the job.
Precisely. And that's where those human skills,
Okay.
creativity, problem solving, adaptability,
Right.
become even more valuable in the age of automation.
Okay.
It's about embracing the technology,
Hmm.
learning to work alongside it,
Right.
and leveraging those uniquely human qualities to create truly exceptional chocolate experiences.
It's not just about making chocolate. It's about shaping the future of chocolate.
Exactly.
And that sounds pretty exciting to me.
It is pretty amazing.
A huge thank you to RoleCatcher for providing the roadmap for this fascinating exploration into the world of chocolate molding operators. And to you, our listeners, the next time you savor that perfectly molded piece of chocolate, remember the blend of art, science, and human ingenuity that made it possible. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep indulging your curiosity.